All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a secret revolution that's happening inside pretty much every electronic device you own. It's this huge shift in technology that makes our entire digital world even possible. And you're about to find out how it all works.
So, let's start with a question that really gets to the heart of it all. I mean, think about it. Modern computer chips are just mind-bogglingly complex, and getting them wrong, that's just not an option.
Yeah, a nightmare. That's literally how engineers used to describe the old way of doing things. Can you imagine? You spend months, maybe even years, pouring everything into a design, only to find one tiny, critical mistake at the very, very end. The result? Total disaster. It sends everyone scrambling and costs a fortune.
So that leads us to what we call the billion-dollar gamble. The old way was like an assembly line where you couldn't check for any mistakes until the product was completely finished. So every single new chip design was this massive, high-stakes bet. You see, the whole problem was the mindset. It was totally reactive. You were just waiting for disaster to strike. But the new way? It's all about being proactive. It's about preventing those bugs from ever even getting into the design in the first place.
And wow, this number really drives home the stakes, right? Finding a bug late in the game isn't just a headache. It's a complete economic disaster. We're talking about a potential cost increase of 100 times to fix something after a product is already out there. For a chip, a single do-over, or respin as they call it, can easily run into the millions of dollars.
Okay, so how on earth did the industry solve this billion-dollar problem? Well, they actually borrowed a really simple but powerful idea from the software world, a concept called shift left.
It's pretty intuitive, actually. If you picture a project timeline on a whiteboard going from left to right, shift left literally means you're taking all those crucial testing and verification tasks from the end of the project, the right side, and dragging them all the way over to the beginning, the left. It's really all about tackling the hard stuff first.
And you know, this is way more than just moving things around on a calendar. It's a total shift in philosophy, and it's built on these three core principles. You check for bugs constantly, not just at the end. You get everyone, design, software, verification, working together right from day one, and you use smart, automated tools to make all that constant checking even possible.
So, that's the what, now for the how. How does this actually work in the real world? Well, this whole revolution is powered by this incredible toolkit of new technologies. These tools basically let engineers see into the future. They can work in what's called the pre-silicon world, that is, before a single physical chip is ever made.
What these tools do is create this amazing virtual world. In this world, the chip can be built. It can be tested. You can even run software on it, all before a single piece of physical silicon exists. Think about it like this. It's like building and stress testing a whole skyscraper in a super realistic computer simulation before you ever break ground. Okay, let's zoom in on one of these. Virtual prototypes. These are basically a digital twin of the final chip. It's a full-on software model that acts exactly like the real hardware is going to.
And the impact of this, it's absolutely massive. See, back in the day, the software folks just had to sit around and wait for the physical chips to show up. But with virtual prototypes, they can jump in and start developing and testing software up to 18 months earlier. They're working right alongside the hardware designers, in parallel.
Now, when you need even more accuracy, you bring in the big guns, hardware emulation. This uses these special supercomputers that can run, and I mean this, billions of verification cycles. They just hammer the design with real-world software to find the deepest, most complex bugs you could possibly imagine before that design is finalized.
Okay, so we've got all this incredible tech. But why does it matter? Why should businesses, and ultimately, why should you and I care? Well, the payoff is just enormous.
What it does is create this fantastic virtuous cycle. Everybody wins. Products get out the door faster, which is great. They're way more reliable, which we all love. And they actually cost less to develop. It's a classic win-win-win.
And for the engineers on the front lines, it's an absolute game changer. Getting that instant feedback means they can do way more iterations, up to 65 times more fix and check cycles in a single day. That's just a massive boost in productivity.
And this right here really sums up one of the biggest wins of the whole thing. It completely gets rid of that long, painful wait for the physical hardware. For the first time, the hardware and the software teams can actually develop their stuff together at the same time.
But wait, the story doesn't end there, not even close. The next chapter of this revolution is already happening, and it's being supercharged by, you guessed it, artificial intelligence. So what AI does is add this layer of intelligence on top of everything.
It's moving the whole process from being just proactive to being truly predictive. It's not just about finding bugs early anymore. It's about predicting where problems are most likely to show up before they even become problems.
So what does that actually look like? Well, check this out. We now have AI systems that can explore millions of different design options on their own, finding solutions that are more powerful and more efficient than anything a human engineer could come up with. And get this, machine learning models can predict with incredible accuracy if a specific chip is going to fail while it's still on the silicon wafer. You know, that big shiny disk where they print hundreds of chips at once.
And this all connects to another new idea called shift right. It's basically about closing the loop. The idea is to take all the performance data from the billions of chips that are already out there, the one in your phone, your car, your laptop, and feed all that real-world information back to the very beginning of the design process. That way, the next generation of chips is even better.
So what you have is this incredibly powerful cycle of continuous improvement. You've got shift left, shift right, and AI all working together, creating this future where our technology is actively learning and getting better all by itself, which leads us to a pretty provocative final thought.
At the end of the day, shift left is the invisible engine that makes all of this possible. It's the essential methodology that allows for the complex, powerful, and most importantly, reliable technology we all depend on every single day. It's how they make sure the devices in our pockets and our homes just work right out of the box on the very first try. And that's all for this explainer. Thanks so much for watching.